This is how I got fired at my job as a paint mixer. Last year, I started making paint videos at the store showing everyone how satisfying paint mixing can be, and I really enjoyed doing it. I noticed the videos were doing well and people seemed to be enjoying them on TikTok. I developed a business presentation to show the marketing department how TikTok can be beneficial to the company's brand. The VP of marketing then told me he didn't even want to see my presentation I had made for him. After that, I started purchasing my own paint and continued making the videos. A few months later, I was fired for gross misconduct because people were calling customer service and asking if they could put blueberries inside of paint. I was pretty bummed out at first, but with the support of my friends and family, I continued to do what I love. My friends were even nice enough to let me use their basement as a studio to continue filming my videos. It's been a struggle, but I've been continuing to develop my own brand and make content for people.
Imagine TikTok being so powerful that they actually help you identify the person that almost murdered you. On my For You page the other day, I found this viral video that you guys might recognize, which states videos I took before almost being hunted and murdered. I clicked on her page, listened to her story, and was like, I have to know more. So I reached out and got the full thing. This is the case of Flowers Don't Growl. April 29th through April 30th of 2019, Taylor and her boyfriend Chris decided to take a trip to Falls Creek Falls, Tennessee. Taylor was 5 months pregnant at the time, so they figured they needed one last little trip before they were going to have a baby. And Taylor swore that Chris was going to propose. So that's why she documented so much of this trip, not even realizing that later on it was going to be used as evidence. So they set up at their assigned camping lot. They spent their time hiking, exploring, having fun. Taylor would collect flowers along the way to document it for memory's sake, but please keep these flowers in mind. And then on the second day, everyone from their assigned area was gone except for them. So they were more alone than before, or so they thought.
Yeah. Yo, Uzi. What's good, bro? Can you pay for my college tuition? 90 grand, I go to Temple, bro.
90 grand? I could pay for that.
I know you can.
But this is the thing, though. If I pay for your college tuition, are you going to finish college? Or are you
Of course.
Bullshit?
Nah, 100%. I don't bullshit. I'll finish
What's
that.
your name on Instagram?
Big ass heel.
Big ass heel.
Ass heel.
Make sure you show me all of your transcripts, everything. Show me all of your papers and everything, and you can get 90,000 from me.
All right, bro. Fuck. All right.
If you don't show me, you won't get 90.
Nah, I got you, bro. I'll show you. You come to Temple sometime too, bro. All right, love you, bro. Take it easy.
Dímelo, gente, voy a estar probando una pisita para el Lemmy Rey. No les voy a decir de dónde es porque esa gente no me pagó promoción ni un carajo. Yo la voy a probarla y voy a decir si sabe buena. Y ya, porque esto es lo que se sube a TikTok. Hombre. Cabrona.
OMG, we moved to Amsterdam and realized we have two hot neighbors, so we decided we want to become friends with them. We didn't have their phone number, so we put a little sign on our window. OMG, they replied. Let's be brave. Hopefully they don't think we are weird. OMG, they opened their window and want to talk. What's up? Wanna come over? They invited us over. Should we go? I don't want to be kidnapped. Never mind. No risk, no fun. Follow for part 2.
So my friend told me that she needed me to call her and pretend that it was an emergency. I don't know what to fucking say. Do I just start off like just screaming? Because she said make it dramatic. Here we go. Hello? He cheated on me. He cheated on you? He cheated on me, bitch. I walked into the house and I just hear these fucking noises and I go to the room and this motherfucker's cheating on me on fucking Christmas. No, I'm driving. I fucking left. He's at my house. How am I supposed to go home? Okay, do you want me to come in? Yes, please. Okay, stop crying. I'm coming. Okay. I didn't want me to cry. How to be a great actress. Shit.
What is the worst interaction with another human you've had in 2020? I'll fucking go first. I asked a girl out on a date, picked her up, drove her to the fucking restaurant. Right when we parked, she tells me, I don't think I really want this to be a date. What? I had no fucking idea what I should do. So I just fucking go into the restaurant with her. We sit there like we're strangers the entire time. I had just like blown up a little bit on TikTok. I made a fucking video about the situation and I asked everyone on TikTok what the fuck I should do. As I'm sitting at fucking dinner, my fucking phone just goes crazy. Fucking video goes viral. I'm like reading the comments at dinner, laughing my fucking ass off. I get up to go to the bathroom and my fucking waitress stops me and she says, I just got off my fucking break. I just saw your fucking TikTok. She was like, I fucking got this. When I sit down, she comes over. She acts like I'm a fucking celebrity. Gives me her fucking phone number. And the girl I was with was fucking devastated.
Welcome to ridiculous shit going on around the world right now that for some reason you just haven't heard about. Part 6. A frozen dragon was just discovered in Canada. A new species of flying creature that was longer than 30 feet was discovered frozen in Canadian ice. Scientists are calling it the frozen dragon of the north, and it was one of the largest flying animals in our planet's history. A Nazi coin from 2039 was discovered in a construction site in Mexico. On the front of the coin it has a swastika, which I blurred out for obvious reasons. But on the bottom it shows the year 2039, which means that this coin is from the future and was dropped by a time traveler, or this coin could be from a parallel universe. And on the top of the coin it says Nueva Almania, which translates to New Germany. Also, Japan just built a 60-foot robot that weighs over 24 tons. The robot can even walk, kneel, move individual fingers, and even talk. Also, Amazon is selling flying security cameras. If the drone detects movement in any other room in your house, it will fly. Go check it out and record.
What's a really weird thing that your body does that you're not sure anybody else's body does?
So apparently my best friend thinks this is my time to shine. When I was 2 years old, my mom slammed a door shut on my finger and it ripped off the top piece of my finger. This was back in the 90s and I got a skin graft. So they took the skin, instead of taking it from like the back of my leg or a piece under my arm or something, they didn't want the scar to grow as I grew. So they took it from my groin area, my bikini line. Well, when I got home with the cast, I dunked my hand in the toilet and it got wet inside the cast, so my finger healed wrong and it turned brown, which is really weird. But that's not even the best part. So when I hit puberty and I started growing hair down there, I also started growing hair on my finger. Kids found that out in school and then they started calling me Gucci Finger. Anyways, here's my finger. Probably can't see the hair. If you're interested, I'll post another video of the hair close up.
Okay, story time. So I work at a jewelry store, and today a man came in looking for a gift for his wife for their 10th year anniversary. He ended up picking out a piece that said, "My beautiful wife." And I said, "Anything else for you today?" And he said, "No, that's it for her, but I do want to make another purchase using a separate credit card. And could you possibly create a different account for me?" And I said, "Sure, what are you looking for?" And he said, "Do you have anything that says girlfriend?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Perfect, I'll take it. And do you have anything that says happy 1 year anniversary to go with it?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Perfect, I'll take it." So I boxed everything up all nice and I put them in their respected bags. He had me mark a K for Kristen on the bottom of his wife's bag and an L for Laura on the bottom of his girlfriend's bag. I put pretty bows on them. I handed it to him. I said, "They're gonna love it. Have a nice day." And he said, "Thank you." And shit, I just remembered that his wife's name is Laura and his girlfriend's name is Kristen. I must have mixed up the bags. Oops.
Okay guys, I just found something out and it's blowing my mind. Some of you may already know this, so don't come in the comments like, "You didn't know that?" No, I didn't. You know why? Because I live in the United States of America, where we have been brainwashed and not been taught about real history. Okay, if you guys go to the first video on this playlist, the simulation, I filmed it on January 11th, 2021. And it was showing how all of the times were different on every clock, every digital clock. My boyfriend at the time was working. He had like 3 computers in front of him. They all said different times. His phone said a different time. He came upstairs to show me my phone said a different time. All the times were messed up. In my comments, people were like, "What about analog clocks?" As you can see, I have analog clocks. So I went to check those and those were off too. So I was like, there's been a weird shift in the universe because the ball also didn't drop on time at the New York ball. It was like a minute late or something. I was like, we've definitely shifted dimensions. Something's going on. Look at this. I recently came across a video talking about how the calendar is supposed to have 13 months, but the Gregorian calendar changed it, which is the calendar we follow today. So I see this comment, come to Ethiopia, you will see what you are saying. We have 13 months within a year. So someone commented, right now we're in 2014, year of Mercury. Today's date is Thursday, the 22nd of March, 2014. Our new year is on the 1st of September. And I was like, wait, they're living in 2014 and we're living in 2022? Is that why they say that all time is simultaneous, like past, present, and future, we're all living in it at once? But then I saw this comment. So if we're in 2014, according to your calendar, 2020 Gregorian calendar corresponds to 2012, your calendar, when the truth started to come out and people woke. So the Mayans were right. COVID really put everyone in 2020. Using your calendar, that means that the year 2012 was the end of the world. Mind blown. Okay, so of course I had to look up when our calendar started. It was in 1582. Ethiopian calendar started around AD 400. So they are obviously way more correct than we are. How many years did we lose switching to the Gregorian calendar? 8 years. We're lost in translation when the switch to the Gregorian calendar was made to in the 15th century. And if you guys remember, the Mayan calendar says that the end of the world would be on December 21st, 2012. And even according to the Julian calendar, that would be on January 21st, 2020, when COVID was at its peak. So I'm freaking out in the middle of the night and I message my dear friend JK Ultra Jen. If you guys aren't following her, please go follow her, who's super into all this stuff. And I was like, girl, I'm sure you know this, but did you know this? And her and I are both freaking out because we didn't know this. So she goes and converts what day is December 21st, 2012 in the Ethiopian calendar. What does it calculate to us? December 31st, 2019. So the last day of the world, according to the Mayan calendar, was on December 21st, 2012, if we had kept up with the original calendar. But because we switched it, it was December 31st, 2019. So in 2020, the new world started. So we have already shifted into a new dimension. And this is why everything is so different. This makes so much sense. Are you guys freaking out? Because I'm freaking out.
Welcome to Good Burger. Can I take your order? Can I just have a large portion of chips, please? Sorry, we don't have that here. What? I mean, I could literally see it, like, right on the menu. Oh, you mean fries? Yeah, fries, cool. What else? Just water with no ice. What? Water. Sir, we don't have that here. How can you not have water? Just water. Sir, we don't serve that here. Is there a problem here? Yeah, this guy from Africa or something. I don't understand. What would you like, young man? Water. I would like to drink some water, please. Get this man some water. Why don't you just say that? Talking about water. I would like to drink some water.
This is the craziest shit I've ever witnessed. God, this is the craziest shit ever. I pick up this girl, right? I'm like, whatever, I'll pick her up. She gets in the car, she greets me. The first thing she says is, I'm hungry. I said, oh, word, like, I'll take you to get food, whatever. What do you want? She says, McDonald's. She says McDonald's. That's the first red flag, right? I go, all right, yeah, take you to McDonald's. We get to the drive-thru. Bro, this bitch goes to the fucking worker. Yeah, can I get 100 McChickens? I said, excuse me? I thought she was fucking around, like she was joking. I said, what you mean 100 McChickens? She said, what? I said, huh? 100 McChickens? I said, nah, you're fucking different. She said, what? We could split them. Split them? 50. I said, bro. Nah, I said, I gotta take you home. I'm sorry, you big as fuck for that. She got tight at me. This bitch got mad. She ignored me.
Let me tell y'all something. The best advice you will ever receive in your life will come from a crackhead. And I live in Florida. Our crackheads are top tier. They are built different, so I know firsthand. I was just at the convenience store trying to get some ice, and the guy going in front of me was arguing with the crackhead outside. And I know y'all gonna be like, Jasmine, how are you going to assume somebody's a crackhead? Because he was yelling at the guy, stop staring at me because I'm a crackhead. Something inaudible. This could be you one day. So the guy said something I couldn't hear and was like, and I don't do crack. And then the crackhead was like, well, you do something sagging skinny jeans with a belt on. Now I'm howling. Rule number 1 of interactions with a crackhead, you never amp them on. So now he like, oh yeah, you like that? You thought that was funny? So now he yelling after the guy in the store. He was like, why didn't you hold the door open for the fat bitch? Now I want to go cry in the car because what the fuck did I do to the goddamn crackhead to deserve some sort of shit like that? So as I'm coming out the store, he's like, I think I upset you and I ain't mean nothing about what I said. You know, the weight look good on you. I fucked a lot of fat bitches back in my day. oh, so I was built for the crackhead gaze. My mental health is doing numbers right now. And he was like, and always remember, you don't have to be going on a trip to say bon voyage. So I was like, what does that mean? Rule number 2 of interactions with a crackhead, never ask them questions. And he was like, what you mean, bon voyage? And I was like, okay. And he was like, what, you slow or something? So as I'm driving home thinking about the fact that I was just called slow by a fucking crackhead, I came to the realization he's right. You don't have to be going on a trip to tell somebody bon voyage. Bon voyage, bitch. Bon voyage.
My daughter Savannah is the CEO of faking illness to get out of school. So when she does not feel like being there, she will go to the nurse's office and complain to them that she is really not feeling good so that they call me and I have to go get her. Well, one day after this happens, I walk into the administrative office and everybody is really concerned because Savannah is sitting in a chair like so dramatically like, hi, Mom. And like when I saw her, I burst out laughing. I was like, oh my God, are you okay? And everybody looked at me like I was some really bad mom. Like, oh my God, why aren't you more concerned? But as we were walking out, she was walking really slow and actually didn't look good. So even I was a little concerned. I was like, oh my God, honey, are you okay? Until we got to the car when Savannah looks at me and goes, you know what, Mom? I feel better now. And I was like, Savannah, are you serious? And she's like, Mom, do you maybe want to go to Starbucks and have like a girls' day? And I was like, honey, what kind of question is that? You know I do.
So I fucked up and I bought my daughter a gift card for her birthday because that's what she fucking asked for. And I fucked up even more because I made it a Target gift card, Target if you're fancy. And I'll never, ever do that shit again. It's $25 because your boy's not fucking made of money. We get in there and she starts asking for shit that's $30. And I'm like, no, chief, that ain't gonna work. Like, you're a straight A student. How about you fucking act like it? She starts asking for shit that's $24.99. And I'm like, listen here, with taxes, you can't cover it. She sounds like a little baby politician. She's like, if we come together and raise the money, we can all enjoy this family community toy. And I was like, no, Nancy, you're not the speaker of this house. Like, that's not how this shit works. She's like, fine, fuck it. Let me go look at hats. I need a summer hat. I didn't know that was a thing. She's like, you know, for when we go to the beach. You're 10 years old. We've been to the beach twice. Tabby Beach, whatever. In Georgia, Georgians are going to be like, it's pronounced Taba Beach. I don't give a fuck. Okay? She wouldn't get in the water because it smelled bad. I don't know what beach she thinks she's going to. So she's trying on hats, asking me how they make her forehead look, which I wasn't prepared for that conversation. She tries on one hat, turns around, looks at me and her sister. I got her sister in her cart, like the basket part, because like she's kidnappable and she will wander the fuck away. Like, she goes out of her way to get taken. All right? So she turns around and she goes, how's this hat make me look? Before I can say anything, her sister in the basket is like, yes, queen, slay. And I'm like, what the fuck? No. Where did you learn that from? And then I get pissed the fuck off with her answer. She's like, you, daddy. And I'm like, I don't fucking say that. She's like, yeah, you do. And then the oldest chimes in right on cue. And she's like, yeah, dad. Every time the dog eats dinner and walks back into the living room, you say that exact phrase. And I was like, okay, so Izzy eats her food in the kitchen, but she's self-conscious because she's short and thick, and she'll poke her head in the living room and she'll make eye contact with everybody, and I have to acknowledge her. I'm like, come here, big mamas. And she struts in, all right, does a circle like best dog in show, and I'm like, yes, queen, slay. So that's pretty cool.
I can't sleep, so I want to tell you what's keeping me up at night. So you know when people ask you, like, oh, what's the craziest thing that's happened to you in high school? And, like, usually people are like, oh, this crazy party, or, like, prom night, like, whatever. Chemistry lab, year 10. Chemistry lab. I was sitting in the back of the class. I hated that class. Mr. Holloway, if you're watching this. And Mr. Holloway was trying to pour some acid into a beaker, or like a big container. And he was saying, like, as long as it's stirred slowly, we should see like bubbles and like a slight poof at the end when everything is mixed in slowly. I don't know what the fuck was going on, right? And he wasn't gonna like put all of it, I don't think. He was gonna only put like a little bit. So, basically I was like, there's this girl that there's a girl that was sitting in front of me. We're gonna call her Sarah. Sarah's a size medium, but like for fashion chose to wear like an X small or a small, right? It's a vibe. Trust me, it was a vibe. And like our uniforms, like it was a vibe. But the teachers disagreed, right? However, she decided to well, lie out of a cartoon, and no one fucking believes me. But like literally she started stretching and put her arms like Okay, so the button. So the button flew, and it hit the beaker with the oxygen, and it all it make explode. And the fucking button. And no one fucking realized it was. I didn't want to fucking embarrass her. I saw the whole thing. I was sitting behind her. I saw the whole thing. And I didn't want to say anything. Because, like, it's already embarrassing. Like, her shirt's open now. And, bro, I just died laughing. Like, I died laughing. And the only other person I saw it was the fucking creep that was sitting right next to her, that was staring into her shirt. And he was the only one that saw that it was her. And when I told my friends, no one fucking believed me. Not a single person believed me. Because...